Happy New Year, everybody. We got Jamaica on. Deanna, Happy New Year to both of you, to all the people that's on today. I'm excited for today, but welcome to the Master Your Day, Master Your Life podcast, where we help you to make everyday progress towards your goals, everyday progress towards your vision, and everyday progress towards what you want. Because the name of the game is everyday progress. Today, it's not goals, it's not resolutions, but really what will really drive your direction in life, really in 2022, but in life overall. And not saying that goals and resolutions aren't important, but if you miss this one ingredient, your goals and resolutions are pretty much pointless. Put it in the chat if you're excited for today. We got an awesome topic, but let's get it. First and foremost, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. Jam, can you hear me? That's my wife, by the way. I got a error saying that my mic was muted. I just want to make sure I can be heard before we go into the topic for today. So, Jamaica? Yes, very well. Gotcha. You can hear me. All right, y'all. So let's get into this. We're going to be talking about a very crucial and important topic for today. And by the way, all of these live streams will go to my podcast. So the purpose of these live streams is really to promote the podcast, which you can go to Apple Podcasts. You can hear the podcast there. You can also see the podcast there. But the purpose is live streams to bring the value to you all live. And if you have any questions throughout this, please feel free to let me know. But today, again, it's not about goals. It's not about resolutions. Yes, it is about them. Let me rephrase that. They are both important. Goals and resolutions are important. But if you listen to our last podcast, one of the things that we talked about is the whole idea that what happens is we have our goals, we have our resolutions, but unfortunately we get derailed. And I believe why we get derailed is because of the topic that we're going to be discussing today. And today is what I call a 10-minute deep dive session. So I'm going to do this in 10 minutes or less. And in a second, I'm going to put up my timer, and we're going to get through this whole entire deal in 10 minutes or less. So it's going to be an exciting show. So get ready, and we're going to get started right now. So the thing that I believe drives us and drives our direction in life is what I call our values. Now, when you think about values, I'm sure you've heard about values. You heard about how important values are in life. But I believe it's deeper than what we've been led on to believe. Here's a few power statements about value. Life moves in the direction of what you value most. See, what happens is we set our goals, we set our resolutions, but deep down inside, we have values. And those values is driving the direction of our life. Like, if you show me your life, I can show you what you value in life. But likewise, our second power statement is that life moves away from things that you devalue. Now, I'm going to give some examples of this to make it a lot clearer than I'm making it now. But I just want to get these power statements through about the power of value. Life moves in the direction of what you value, and life moves away from the things that you devalue. Again, so let's say you have a goal. You set out, you have a goal, you have a resolution. It's common knowledge that most people don't last with their goals and resolutions. What happens is you have what I call and what psychologists call a competing commitment. See, we commit to our goals in the beginning of the year. We commit to our goals, our resolutions in the beginning of the year. But what happens is that competing commitment, that deep down, that thing on the deep down in the inside of us says, no, we don't really want that. We want this. And those are what I call your values. It's what's important to you. The second power statement, show me your life and the third one, show me your life and I will show you every single thing that you value. Show me your life and I will show you every single thing that you value. Now, it's kind of an offensive statement, because what happens is when you look at your life, there's some things in your life that you might not like, right? Just to be straight up with it. I mean, there's some things about my life that I don't like, right? Let's just be straightforward about it. It may be your way, maybe the progress you made. There's a lot of different things that we're not necessarily 100% satisfied about. But what I can say is that what you have in life is 100% in direct proportion to what you valued in life. Show me your life and I will show you what you value. Now, again, this is offensive, because your life can be in a position where it's totally screwed up, it's totally out of whack, it's totally out of the way that you want to be in life. But what happens is those values show up. I'm going to give you a few examples of this. And this is not to go controversial, but I'm going to talk a little bit about COVID-19. I'm not going to give my opinion on this, but when you look at the direction that our country went, and the direction that people went in their decisions about things, really, in my opinion, it can be summed up to two things. It can be summed up to, on one side, you have people that value safety. They valued their safety. They said, hey, let's shut it down. Let's put in vaccine mandates. Let's do all of this stuff. It doesn't matter what we do. Let's do it, because I value safety. This is not to say one is wrong or one is right, but this is just all about the power of value. On one side, again, you got people who valued safety. But then on the other hand, you have people who valued freedom. They said, no. We shouldn't be doing vaccine mandates. Even this whole shutdown, we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be forcing people to put on masks, because I really value my freedom. Now, the whole argument, who wins the argument, who knows which one is right? This is not the purpose of this podcast. You can go to a different podcast to get an opinion on this. But I'm just trying to show that our actions are driven by what we value. Now, you have people on both sides of these values that will argue you up and down to prove to you what's right and what's wrong. But really, what it all comes down to is, what does a person values the most? Do they value freedom or do they value safety? Now, let's go to another, a real world example. You have your goals, you have your resolutions, but also on another side of that, you have leisure. So the question is, in 2022, what's most important to you? Is it more important for you to have your goals and go after your resolutions, or is it more important for you to have leisure time? Now, we live in America. We live in a place, really everywhere in the world has access to the internet. Everyone has, we got so many different streaming services at this point. Netflix, we got Peacock, we got HBO Max, we got Hulu. We can go on and on and on, right? Everybody loves a good binge watch, a good time to just watch Netflix and chill. Everybody loves some leisure, right? But the question is, in 2022, which one will you value the most? If your goal is, let's say your goal is to have a thriving business in 2022, you want to get to a certain amount, but you know that in order to get to that certain amount, you're going to need to put in extra work. The question is, are you going to value leisure more, or are you going to value that goal more? Are you going to value leisure more, or are you going to value that goal more? Now, the way you know which one you're valuing the most is, which one are you committing the most time to? Which one are you putting your heart to? Which one are you thinking about all the time? Which one are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to Netflix and chill, or are you looking forward to going after that goal that you want? You know, a big goal that everyone has for the New Year's, you know, get in shape, right? You want to lose a certain amount of weight. You want to get into the gym. A lot of different things that you want to do. But do you value junk food, or do you value that goal of fitness? Do you value losing weight? Do you value that? I think everybody at some point you can say like, man, I value that junk food. I value those. For me, it used to be Chick-fil-A. I got to a point where I said, you know, Chick-fil-A, it's not fast food. It's Chick-fil-A. You know, you eat those fries, you're into those nuggets, whatever it is. You might like cake, you might like pop is a one that I think really that's a Midwestern term, pop or soda, wherever you want to call it. But you know, one of those can be things that you value. You look forward to having that. Now, on the deeper side of that is, what is it that gives to you? Because what happens is you value the junk food, but the question is, do you value what does that junk food do to you? It does something for you that you really, really value. Somebody said junk. Dan, no, you can't. We're not going to value junk food. No, we're going to value fitness. We're going to value our health. We're going to value that in 2022. So the big challenge that I have for you, this is our 10-minute deep dive. We're going 10 minutes or less, and we're about a little bit over 10 minutes, but we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to give you the direction and my recommendation for how to handle this. I recommend you reevaluate what's important to you. In other words, reevaluate your values. Reevaluate your values, meaning I want you to just go sit down and say, in 2022, this is what's important to me. It's important that I do this. It's important that I do that. Now, your goals is your goal, right? You're setting a goal to achieve something, but your value is, again, it's on a much deeper level. So reevaluate what you value. Now, as you set those values, you want to reevaluate, you want to go over your goals and make sure that your goals are lined up with those values. Like, what's important for you to accomplish in 2022? But most important, we talked about devaluing things. I want you to go over what's not important for you in 2022. What's not important? Like, you got to know what's not important, because what's not important usually is what is the thing that gets us off track. Because you set that goal, you know what's important. You got an idea. You want to get clear on that, yes. But what gets us off track is what's not important. So you want to make a list of the things that you want to devalue in 2022 and say, this year, junk food is not important for me in 2022. This year, leisure time and watching Netflix. I mean, obviously you're going to have time to do that, but watching Netflix every single day, that's not important to me. What's important to me is my goals. What's important to me is reaching my business success. What's important to me is reaching my having a thriving relationship. That's what's important to me. So if you want to have success in 2022, this is our 10-minute deep dive. This is what I recommend. Write down what you value. Write down what you devalue in 2022, and watch how that shapes your year. Watch how that shapes and directs the direction that you go. Now, last thing, okay? As you go over and write those things, you got to reevaluate like every single month. And like really, you can do it every week. It won't hurt to do it every single day. Really, it shouldn't be New Year's resolutions. It should be like new month resolution. This is my new month resolution. Like you got to get intentional and stay intentional about it on every single day basis. But this has been a 10-minute deep dive with Derek Woods on the Master Your Day, Master Your Life podcast. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.